Hi friends, welcome back. We're talking about graphing parabolas in vertex form. Now remember, our vertex form is going to look just like this. Grab your notebook, you're going to want to write this down. So this guy right here is our vertex form. Now I've got some notes associated with this whole thing, so pause the video, write those down, and we're going to talk about that. All right, so when we're finding our when we're graphing these, again, as in a previous video, the vertex, axis of symmetry, and your pattern are really important here. This up down doesn't mean shifting it up or down. What this means is opening up or down. If it's negative, it's going to be opening down and you have a maximum. If it's positive, it's going to be opening up and you have a minimum. So that's going to be important. So the first thing we want to figure out is our vertex. This is called vertex form because it's easy to find your vertex. All you do is opposite this, regular this. So the opposite of positive 2 is -2, 1. Bam, there's your vertex. Much easier than standard form. Remember, our axis of symmetry is always written as the equation of a line, and you use the x that's in the front here. So x equals -2. So when we go to graph this, we go over -2 up 1. This is positive, so we know that it's going to be opening up, which means that we have a minimum. And our minimum is y equals 1. Our minimum occurs when y is 1 because we use this. This is our x, this is our y. So we use our y for our minimum. Now our pattern, our normal pattern is 1, 3, and 5 if you want to use it. And our a here is 1. So that's going to be our normal pattern. Over 1, up 1, over 1, up 3, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 3. Congratulations, you have just graphed this. The hardest part is going to be remembering opposite this, regular this. So let's try another one of those. Okay, so this guy, shove that out of the way. This guy, same idea, except look, our A is negative, which means it's going to be opening down. So when we do this, we do opposite this, regular this. So our vertex is opposite this, regular this. -4, 1, which means our axis of symmetry is x equals -4. Now this negative tells us it's opening down, which means we have a maximum at y equals 1 because that's our y for our vertex. So we go over -4 up 1. Over -4, 1, 2, 3, 4 up 1. There's our vertex. Now our pattern is normally 1, 3, 5. And the negative just tells us that it's opening down. So our pattern is still the same because it's a 1. So we're going to go over 1, down 1, over 1, down 3, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 3. And there we go. There's our graph. Bam. Now what happens when that pattern is not a nice, easy number to deal with? In that case, what we have to multiply it, right? So not that it's not nice, easy. What happens when it's not a 1? Let's say that. So first, let's find our vertex. Again, opposite this, regular this. So -3, +4. Oh, no, -4. I always do that. -3, -4. Opposite this, regular that. Which means our axis of symmetry is x equals -3 because that's that for our x. This is going to be opening up because it is a positive, which means we have a minimum occurring at y equals -4. Okay, our pattern is 1, 3, 5, except we have a 2 here for our a. So we're going to take our pattern, we're going to multiply it by 2, where we get 2, 6, and 10. So let's go ahead and graph that. Over -3, down 4. So 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be opening up, but our pattern is 2, 6, 10. So we go over 1, up 2, over 1, up 6. Again, that's over 1, up 2, over 1, up 6. Now we could be plugging in numbers to figure out if you don't know this pattern. Once you have your vertex, pick numbers on one side of it. What happens on one side, flip it over to the other side, and you'll have that as well. But I think that pattern works really well to figure that out. Now you see we have that minimum at y equals -4, and y equals, I don't want to use orange because I've been using that to indicate our axis of symmetry, but right here, y equals 4, there's our minimum. And you see that the graph does not go below that. So hopefully that helps with understanding how to do Vertex form. I think it's a lot easier than standard form, but if you have any questions, let your teacher know, and we'll see you next time.